Wayne Spring is his name. I'll let him tell the story.
Okay, on Facebook, I made a bet to all my FB friends that if the Saints beat the Redskins, I will allow any of my FB friends to come over here and shoot my TV.
All the way from Louisiana, we got him on live. Wayne, you're over at Jet. Have you've sulked enough about your TV, the loss of your telly?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to, but all the news stations keep reminding me of it, so they prolong in agony.
And how are you going to watch the next game? I mean, have you got another TV organised?
I think I'm going to get me a little 13-inch black and white.
I'll tell you what, that's not going to... It might be black and white, mate. It might be 13-inch, but it's not going to hide the fact the Skins will lose again.
Well, I don't know, but I know one thing. I won't be betting no TVs.
So, where did the confidence come from? The Saints were 11-0, the Skins were 3-8. Why on earth did you think the Skins were going to win this game?
Because the Saints never lose to a good game, and if you look, the week before they played the Patriots, which was a very tough team, and they stumped a mud hole in them.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Saints, if they are going to lose, it's always going to be to a sorry team.
Yeah, true.
I hate to say it that way, but it's true.
How come a Skins fan's in Louisiana? What happened?
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
How do you get to be a Skins fan living in Louisiana?
Oh, when you get tired of hearing who that gonna beat them Saints. So that's when you just see so much of it. It's like, okay, let me see if I can kind of go against the grain on this.
So are you from Louisiana?
Yeah. I was born and raised here.
And why did you choose the Redskins out of every team?
Well, to be honest with you, it's because I think they were 3-8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I choose them, because I figured that if the Saints was going to lose, they would lose to probably one of the sorriest teams. So I decided, okay, well, if that's the case, that would be a good time to place the bet, and my prediction was very close. You saw that game.
Yeah.
It was very, very close, and I said, you know what, and don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the Skins. I love them as a football team. It just so happened they were in a position that when this bet was made, their name was the one that came up due to their record this year. But they've been a great team in the past, that's for sure.
At what stage did your heart sink? They had the 10-point lead, they had the 7-point lead, and then the 80-yard drive. When did you realise that, hang on, my TV is on the chopper here?
When Meacham stripped the ball out of that dude's hands, I said to myself, oh, my God, this is going to give them the energy and the confidence they need, because I could just tell, and then, of course, there was the interception and stuff like that. But when they kicked the field goal, I thought, oh, man, that's it. There goes the TV. And all of a sudden, they said, no, they called timeout. And I'm like, what? He's got to kick it again? And next thing I know, he comes back and he kicks it in there again. And I said, oh, man. If the Skins, if their kicker would just had half the accuracy as the Rednecks that had those guns shooting my TV, they would have won that game.
Had those guys that turned up to shoot your TV, had you met any of them before?
I probably knew about 60% of the ones that was here. Now, that's why I said on the video, them other ones, I said, they're coming out the woodworks, because I had never seen them before.
And they're packing some firepower, too. I mean, they could just about invade Iraq again with that, couldn't they?
Oh, yeah, and I'm going to tell you, it's a good thing they went ahead and did it in. They had one guy come in with a cannon.
A cannon?
A cannon. He had a cannon. He pulled up later, and it was out. Too late. They already shot it up. The TV was gone.
So what did you do? Did you just say, look, drive over to Florida and shoot them?
Yeah. Well, at that point, I was just happy that nobody got hurt. We had a good time. And to be quite honest, after it was all said and done, I really wasn't even thinking about the TV. I put the YouTube on there, and I put it on there, and it started getting a lot of hits. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. I got 2,800 hits on this YouTube.
Yeah, but you got no TV.
Yeah, well, at the time, I was still thinking about the TV. But then the next morning, I woke up, and my son woke me up. He said, Dad, you got 28,000 hits on there. I said, no, it's 2,800. And I come in here, and I looked and had 28,000. I got on Facebook, and a friend of mine saying, hey, saw your video on the news this morning. And then about the time I was telling my wife, a news station called. They wanted to bring cameras out here and film the story. And before I knew it, that thing went up to about 145,000 views, and I had newspapers calling me and all that. And I said to myself, the last couple of days I've kind of forgot about the TV, and now, given all the excitement and hoopla around this video of the TV being shot by Saints fans, I'll be quite honest, it makes it worth it.
Well, it's 15 minutes of fame. You'd think they're one of these TV companies over there or the news channels that actually stump up and get you a brand new telly for the fact you've given them a good story.
Well, I was thinking the same thing. I said, any of these electronic companies, TV manufacturers, they come donate the TV. It don't cost them that much. They write it off. I get my TV back. They get the notoriety. And everybody's happy, and I'm sure they'll make me sign some kind of a document or agreement stating I won't allow them rednecks to come back over and shoot the one they gave me, and I'd be more than happy to do that.
Wayne, how do you qualify to be a redneck? Like, what do you have to do to be a redneck?
Well, in my parish, and that's what most states in America have counties. Louisiana has parishes. So, and my parish here, you just have to pretty much, if you're born here, you're a redneck. You just can't help it. But most of them, they kind of stereotyped as gun toting and beer guzzling, uneducated fools.
That pretty much sums it up. Hey, what do you do for a crust, Wayne? What do you do for a job?
I own 2 trailer parks.
Yep.
I'm a nurse, and my wife's a nurse, and we own a medical staffing company.
Right, okay. So probably some of these people stay in your trailer parks.
Yeah, I think there's 1 or 2 that came that has been in the trailer park, if not still there.
What do you know about New Zealand? Do you know anything about us at all?
The only thing I know is y'all somewhere on the other side of the globe.
Right, that's true. We're kind of down by Antarctica next to Australia in the Pacific.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, do y'all have gun laws there?
Oh, no, look, I tell you what, our police don't even carry guns.
No kidding. So y'all don't shoot TVs up in the backyard?
No, look, you'd be locked up because, you've got to have a firearms license to have a gun, and it's a long process. But, we try and keep it nice and There's only 4 million of us, mate.
Now, how do y'all go hunting?
Good point. You're allowed to guns for hunting, but you have to have them registered.
Okay, I got you.
Now, we play rugby down here as well. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, now, I've played a little rugby here and there. I don't think we know all the rules. We're big football fans, but we really like rugby. Rugby, it seems like it's a little bit tougher sport there than football. There's no pads and helmets.
No, so if you had to describe a game of rugby, how would you describe it?
I would describe it as Michael Quaid, the guy that stuck his head through my TV.
Devlin.
But maybe I'm crazy.
Thank you, Wayno. His name is Wayne Spring. You can look him up on YouTube. TV shot to death after Saints beat the Redskins 33. There's a little bit of a sample of it here.
Can't beat them? Join them. Who that? Who that said they gonna beat them Saints? Bring it on!
Those are the guys that turned up with the guns.
Damn, the States.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is terrible.
A great shot at the end of a big fat bloke dropping a big elbow on the
just everything. And you just get on and have a look at what they turn up with. And this is normal. This is legal.
And how about he said,
you need a resource content.
no one got hurt. We had a lot of fun.
Well, yeah.
Shut
up TV.
He's a good old boy.